John, welcome back to Raith Rovers TV and post-match interviews. Tell us about that start, less than a minute on the clock, and what a goal to the good.
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. Great start. It was a great move actually. Very, very well worked. A dream come true stuff really to get the goal so early, and it gave the players such a lift to continue, with the foot to the floor, because they came out the blocks, at an unbelievable tempo, a great tempo. Obviously, a tempo that for Dumbarton they couldn't handle, and the quality of the play was fantastic. So the Wind had a part to play in it, whereas when their goalkeeper was kicking the ball and our goalkeeper was kicking the ball, obviously the ball was just going up and hanging and coming down, but it didn't have a part to play within the quality of the football that we showed. That was good football, good passing, good movement, and some good finishes. So yeah, the start was fantastic, and we managed, as I say, to keep the foot to the floor for the whole first half. When it comes to the second half, you've got to manage it,
Did we win the toss? I'm assuming that we took the Wind in the first half. Was that a decision that we made?
The captain made that decision. We did speak before the game, and he said that if he won the toss he was going to take the Wind first. So I don't know if we won it and he decided to go that way, or if they lost it, if they won it and actually went to defend and maybe had a goal in the second half. I don't know what it was. I never actually asked him after the game. However, he did decide that if he was winning it, he was going to go that way. So he may well have won it, and he did go that way, and it certainly worked for us,
I mean, ultimately we've both got to play the conditions, and I don't think the conditions had any part to play in the quality of the goals that were scored in the first half.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's what I'm saying. The Wind did have a part to play, but it was basically from goal kicks, the ball getting hung up, and both teams having to compete for that. But with regards to the quality of the play from us, no, it was excellent. It was really, really good. It's the way that we want to play, and I say, we started that well that they just couldn't handle us. But I've got the greatest respect for Stephen Aitken and Dumbarton Football Club. He's got a number of injuries there. He only had 3 outfield players and a goalkeeper who probably was injured because Grant Adams had been playing every week. So I take it he was injured on the bench. So I sympathise. I've been in that situation, and it's, if you can't get your strongest team on the pitch, it's very, very difficult.
You mentioned about injuries and strongest team you've brought in for debuts, Crane and Regan Henry today. How do you think they done?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, no, they're good players. Callum Crane, obviously Hibs as a young player for many, many years, and then he's had probably a couple of loan outings with other clubs. Thank Livingston for allowing him to come here and hopefully develop. So he's a natural left back. He'll get us up the park. He's got a amount of quality. But in the second half, we knew we'd probably have to sit a bit deeper and not get risk so much with the defenders getting forward. So I'm delighted with his performance. Regan Henry, obviously a young lad who's came for Celtic. So again, I'd like to thank Celtic for allowing him to come here and hopefully develop a bit more. Inside Nat there, thought they played well. He put a great ball through for. Getting mixed up now. I don't know if it was the second goal or the third goal, but he put a great ball through, and it was a great finish. So I'm sure they'll both be tired tonight with regards to the amount of energy that they put in there. The whole team will be tired, I think, after the effort that they put in. We wanted to play at a high tempo. We did play at a high tempo, and then when it comes down to the second half, you've got to be a bit smarter and a bit cuter and manage the game, and I felt that we did that really, really well as a team.
Game management was something we've spoke a lot about. We've struggled a wee bit with balls into the box and defending set pieces. That wasn't a feature at all today. Was game management the message at half time, that we had to remain focused and see the game out?
Very much so, yeah, very much so. It was a natural thing that the Wind would have an effect on the ball and wouldn't allow us to go forward so much, but I just felt that we actually did create more than Dumbarton did in the first half. I thought we actually, and obviously we go and score a goal in the second half, which obviously means the second half is 1 each, and the first half we won 4-0. So I thought we were still a threat. So it was very good and great for Liam Buchanan, whose attitude's been magnificent, to come on today and score the 5th goal. So I thought we were always a threat, but we had to manage it, and that's certainly the kind of message that we put out at half time. That we would have to manage the situation, we would have to deal with crosses coming in, we would need to go and block shots, and Robbie Thompson made a great save before Dumbarton actually did score. He had a great save, and that might have allowed him in the game earlier, and that might have given them more time to get a second goal. But when we scored the fifth. That certainly knocked the stuffing out of them, and it was the game was won.
What was the most pleasing feature of today's performance?
The attitude of the players and the quality of the play, the style of play. Obviously, more so the first half, but certainly that, you know. As I said on the press beginning of the week when myself and Paul Smith were announced that we wanted to try and turn these draws into wins, and that's what the players have gone about and done today.
How did it feel personally for yourself and Paul being out there on the line doing what you most love?
Yeah, it's obviously I've been out of management for 3 3/4 years, so when you win like that, that's the buzz that you look for. You know, that's why you're in the game. It'll not always be like that. I wish it was. You know, it's a great start. It's something to build on. Players know what we're about now, and yeah, I mean, Paul will be the same, absolutely buzzing. A nice wee glass of wine tonight, he'll go doing very well.
Great travelling support, and I think the arrival and the result today will certainly galvanise everybody with Raith Rovers' passion.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because the fans, even going out at 25-3, I went out. There's only myself and Paul, so you know we muck in there and take part in the warm-up, all that type of thing. So the reaction that I got for the fans at that time, and then coming back in before we went back out again, and even then when we went back out again, magnificent. And right for the start, they're getting right behind the team. I don't know if there'll be many teams will bring as many fans to this stadium, you know, the rest of this season. A great travelling support. Can't thank you enough. Hope you enjoyed today. Hopefully there's more days like that to come. If you can bring a friend along with you next week to Starks Park, top of the table clash, big crowd, hopefully. Another 100 or 200 fans coming through the gates would make a big difference.
We joked about what we might hear for the touchlines when we done our midweek interview, but the one line that some wag shouted was at 4-0, don't change it, McGlynn. That's pretty sharp stuff, and pretty good endorsement of performance.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, it's been the saying, isn't it? But you know, we're all expecting that type of thing. We all know what it's about, so we're happy with that. It was nice to be in a position to put on a couple of younger lads at the end. You know, it was nice to put on James Berry and Ryan Stevenson and Giri. If you can't do it at that point in time, you can't do it at all. You know, so they came on and they played their part as well. Again, pressing Ryan Stevenson, pressing the ball right up in the corner there, which prevented the ball going up the pitch. You know, and so even the younger lads are listening to what we're telling. Well, we're telling the group, but although they weren't involved, they knew exactly what to do.
We'll let you go and join your team. Thanks for today's performance, John.
Thanks very much.